everyone, and welcome back to my Fire Emblem Warriors 3 host display. And look at this. Isn't this beautiful? This is amazing. And this is the result of the chapter. Why do I always forget? The story chapter of the last chapter. I messed that one up, but yeah. As you can see, I got S rank. We did in the last episode, we did the chapter mission, the story mission. So we good. Also, I like how the time limit for this one was 18 minutes, but like I only needed 13. So that's good. And yeah, so we're probably gonna get another cutscene. So yeah. Skip through all that.
Prowess means
Dim. Wolf fangs, damn. Fruit of life, bun steel, I need more of these. 14 smithing stones, though, that's good. So much stuff, damn. And a bit of money. Like I said, I'm still good on money, so I don't really need to, like, place the spoil character, but still, I kind of want to. And we got Mercedes, let's go! And 10 renown and all that stuff. Do you keep your renown when doing New Game Plus?
by your valiant efforts, Orion Road has held strong. I thank you one and all.
I hardly broke a sweat. Those kingdom soldiers were nothing.
I mean, to be fair, he did a very important job in this one. Like, he took out a lot of people. He was effective against all of those knights. Like, he did a lot in this chapter.
Wait, if they were nothing, then why was I having so much trouble?
Don't lie, Brody. You didn't have any trouble because you were fighting all the Pegasus knights.
I can't believe we had to kill Ingrid.
Yeah, that's an oof.
She was a most formidable commander, Dorothea. We had no choice if we hoped to claim victory.
I know that. You think I don't know that?
Right now, we need to discuss our next move. I'm sending the main body of our army back to Enbar. They'll remain in the capital until they recuperate from this latest string of battles, and until we've had time to retool our strategy.
We hold Orion Road and the Western Church in the west, the Great Bridge of Myrden to the east, and Garreg Mach between them. We'll treat all three as key positions and endeavor to hold our lines there. After we regroup, we'll determine a proper time to resume our advance.
It vexes me to say this, but I have been short-sighted. We are nowhere near achieving our goals in the Alliance or the Kingdom. My command has been riddled with errors, and for that, I apologize.
Oh? And where exactly is all of this coming from? You usually exude confidence. From where I stand, we have come a great distance with minimal casualties. If time has been lost, we should be easily able to make up for it.
I'm personally happy I had the chance to see Her Majesty's vulnerable side, even if just this once.
Reassuring her with predictable responses, are we? Well, sorry. For once, I'm not sleepy at all.
Okay.
Nice try. That response still registers way up there on the Lin scale.
I will be using the extra time to make improvements, so I can offer more usefulness in future battles.
I'm lucky to be surrounded by such consistent friends.
Oh, I'm not gonna
You could say that again. Yes, they are consistently something at any rate.
Thank you, Hubert.
Apologies, Hubert. You may be weird, but I am the good kind of consistent.
Are you sure about that?
So, we're finally going back to the capital. Feels like it's been ages. Couldn't come at a better time either. My bones could use the rest after all the battles we've been through.
I wholeheartedly agree. The respite will help us prepare to face the Ashen Demon.
Yeah, about that. I've been giving it some thought, and I don't think we need to obsess over that anymore.
But what about Captain Burling and your old allies? The ones who were brutally slaughtered, remember? You said avenging them was your dream. And think about how much hardship the Ashen Demon has put you through since you joined the Empire.
Don't get me wrong, I'd still love to prove I'm the better fighter. But imagine if we got someone like that on our side. We'd be unstoppable. It's time for me to put my wants aside and put an end to this war. For my friends. Unless you think that's a mistake.
I like how he said, yeah, put an end to the war when we are the one instigating the war, so, well.
The Ashen Demon's mercenaries have fought for both the Kingdom and the Alliance. They don't have a cause, and they don't care who comes out on top in the end. It's all about who can toss them the most coin. And now that the dust has settled a bit, we've got a chance to lure them over ourselves.
And here I thought you were intelligent. Think about it. Their allegiances have changed, yes, but no matter their client, they've always been fighting the Empire. Why would they join us now? For that matter, what makes you think our soldiers would want to fight alongside a person who's murdered hundreds of their comrades?
I mean, he has a point, but like, no.
As if nobody's ever flipped sides before? Come on.
Yes, but unlike the Ashen Demon, they're not single-handedly responsible for so much killing.
Hey, Arval?
Yes?
Why is it so important to you that the demon dies?
Because I care about you, of course. I mean, I think that's the reason.
Arval, out with it.
I suppose it just feels like our destiny. Like it's something we're meant to do.
Huh. A little bit sus, if you ask me.
Scarlet Blaze. Unrest in Enbar.
Haha, I was faster.
Despite successfully defending Aryan Road, Edelgard concludes it is no longer possible for her to hold the eastern and western lines at the same time, and pauses to explore solutions. Almost as if trading places, she sends Count Berglies to the Kingdom front and returns her own forces to the imperial capital of Enbar.
Okay, I get that this little chat needs to be a secret, but if we get any deeper into the woods, someone's gonna be looking for our corpses.
One can never be too safe. We do not know where our enemy lurks these days.
Lysithia's here too? What's she got to do with this?
Lysithia has had contact in the past with those who slither in the dark. I asked her to come along so she might be privy to all of the information.
I'm just listening. Pretend I'm not even here. And besides, they're my enemy too.
Right.
Now, as you know, our enemy has gone into hiding. But considering what they are capable of, we cannot relax our guard, particularly at the capital. The streets of Enbar practically teemed with them at one time, so we cannot rule out the possibility they will attempt some mischief when Her Majesty and the rest of us return.
That's true. They're devious, both everywhere and nowhere at once. We have to be careful.
I mean, I always want to sympathize with Hubert, but I don't know if he wants me to sympathize, if he just wants to move the conversation along, so I'm just gonna do that anyway.
They're a real headache, alright. So, how can I help?
I called you here because I have a request. And a warning.
I like how I sympathize with Hubert, but Lysithia was the one who got the support points. I mean, I don't mind, I guess, because I need more support points with her, but oh well.
I believe that if those who slither in the dark do try something, they will attempt to approach you.
Me?
Yes, you.
Your powers may come from the same place as theirs, right?
It stands to reason they might try to recruit you.
Sure, but they'd be wasting their time. There's no way I'm gonna help those monsters.
And what if they appear as your long-lost brother? Same hair, same eyes, a voice full of kindness.
Or, what if one of them calls out, "I finally found you, my child"?
Maybe they are your family. Maybe they are not. Could you really drive a sword through their heart with that knowledge yet uncertain? Forgive me. That was cruel. I am merely voicing one possibility among many. Still, now you will know to expect it. It behooves you to remember how harsh reality can actually be.
Huh. Yeah. Okay. I was about to say, like, hello? Only one mission, I mean. Makes sense, I guess? Northern Westfolk territory addressed to Empire. So... I mean, I guess all we're gonna do in this part, the rest of this part is just talk to everyone, but like... I don't even... I don't even want to look at the war map, because I feel like if I do, I'm gonna doom myself to do the mission and then stuff happens. I mean, it's not gonna happen, but you know. I suppose one's hometown will always hold a significant place in their heart. There's a wide range of emotions coursing through you right now, from an unbridled sense of freedom to a feeling of relief. But I cannot quite wrap my head around why, as I have no hometown myself. At least not as far as I remember. Oh yeah, your documents, oh god, there's so many. But like, I got 77 points, huh? I could purchase stuff. Like, it isn't bad, but like, why? What do these do? Like, do I carry over my renown? I feel like I should be... I think Akron said something along the lines of it's more for your second playthrough, I think. Or maybe I'm confusing that. So maybe I should keep saving it. Lesh and I have been allowed to return to the Imperial capital and see our family for the first time in some while. Plus, we succeeded in protecting Aryan Road, so we can go back with our heads held high. Exactly so. You've helped me so many times, Phoenix, and I thank you for it. Yeah, you are amazing. I hope you can work together again someday. I'll keep my fingers crossed. Yeah. Sure thing. Hello, happy.
Listen up.
This will be my first time in Anbar. It's the biggest city in Fódlan, yeah? Whenever there are too many people around, I tend to freeze up. Might not be a good idea to head to the busiest city around. I mean, if I let a sigh slip there... I don't know if she wants me to ask or if she doesn't want me to ask. Okay, she doesn't. Yeah, sure. Still, if you need a hand with something, just let me know. What a pal. I mean, I could have guessed that she didn't want to talk about it. Mercedes. Is it really alright that I came to Anbar? I am certainly glad to be alongside him, but no, it's nothing. I chose to walk away from everyone, and now I have no other options. Oof. I don't know why, but I feel like the Kingdom people really, like, I feel sorry for them particularly. I mean, I guess the Alliance people technically also betrayed their lord or whatever, or like plot. But I don't think, like, it doesn't feel that bad because the Alliance is like, you expect that from them, sadly. Like, they're not really that loyal to each other, but like, those guys were really loyal to Dimitri and the Kingdom, so... I don't know, man, that just feels rough, man. Especially since, I mean, now I have 2 of them, but still, it's like... Obviously, I'm not gonna be able to recruit Ingrid. I don't know, maybe I can recruit Annette. I mean, I'm probably definitely gonna be able to recruit Felix. I mean, obviously, I'm not a female character at this time, but still, he's probably still gonna join me, right? Right? And Felix, I mean, Felix, he's kind of like... I'm 50-50 on him, but he's... Obviously, I'm not gonna be able to recruit the dude. Trying to think, am I forgetting someone? Annette, Mercedes, Ingrid, Ash, Stu, Felix, Sylvain, Dimitri. No, that's 8. Obviously, I'm not gonna recruit Dimitri. That would be silly.
By the way,
I rather like the church in the capital. It's quite old, but possessed of a pleasant atmosphere. 1,000 years ago, Saint Ceres appeared in Anbar and guided the founding of Adrestia. She also built Garrick Mark, though in the end she left the Empire entirely. Given such history, I believe the Church of Ceres ought to be protecting the people of Adrestia even now, and yet, I mean, we kind of instigated this whole mess, so I don't think you can blame them.
It's all hopeless.
Returning to the capital means returning to the Imperial Palace, yes. I wonder if there's truly a place for me there. It will surely mean suffering at the hands of the daughters of nobles my family once mingled with. Well, since the nobility seems to hold little love for you, perhaps you will act as my shield? Sure. I mean, why not? Speaking of Amber, that reminds me. I haven't been there since I infiltrated the black market to get a Vajra Mushti back after it was stolen from my mother's hometown. The black market. Wait, I heard about that. So that big guy picking fights with you all along. Nah. Actually, no, must have been someone else. Haha. Ha 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 ha. Indeed. Indeed.
Hear me out.
I can let my hair down for the first time in a while. Same for you, yeah? We could well end up dead in the next battle, so we better spend our coin while we can. Haha. Sure. Oh, hey, Anna.
So here's my pitch.
Amber's been around a lot longer than Garrick Mark. Of course, the Imperial Palace and sprawling city didn't exist in the old days. But now the town houses one of the largest markets in Fódlan. Every merchant dreams of making it big there.
Welcome.
Okay, that's good that she's already here,
Is
so
that the one?
I can buy all her stuff.
Nothing but the best for you.
I like how she only restocked on these. I mean, I shouldn't complain. Like, as you can see, I bought a little bit of stuff and I gave some people some stuff. So, yeah.
Got a sec?
It's been quite a while since I left. I felt this kind of atmosphere. Is this what soldiers mean when they speak of the calm after the battle? We had some sad farewells and a lot of pain, but I suppose we should try to be happy that we're alive and able to return safely home. Indeed. The Middle Frank Opera Company has been tasked with providing performances as a way to thank the Imperial Army for its services.
I wonder.
As a formerly featured songstress, perhaps I could do more to show my own appreciation for all of your efforts. Yeah. Now you're talking, but what do you mean by that exactly? Come by the infirmary later and I'll sing you a song that soothes both spirits and nerves. Nice. Wait, that was the gatekeeper. I couldn't forget you.
Greetings, friend.
Greetings, Commander. Nothing to report. Although, since we're headed back to Amber for the first time in a bit, I'd sure like to see my family. I mean, think about it. So long as we're caught up in all this fighting, there's no telling when one of us might leave home for the last time. Yeah. Wait, somebody's over here. Yaritza. Returning now. How tedious. Had we kept fighting, I may have enjoyed myself.
What do you think?
You wanna head back to the front? I'm sure Edelgard would send you if you asked. No. I was ordered to return with her and must obey. Okay. Okay, I guess. Oh yeah, do they have any support? Like he and Mercedes? They do. I was about to say I would riot if they hadn't, but like... Yes, but only one, and it's only the A support? Why would you do this? Why only one conversation? That's just mean. That is just mean. But yeah, I'm not gonna complain too much, but because at least they have a support.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army.
Give myself. That's another kitty.
Has its use.
Oh. Another kitty. Another kitty. Hello, Bernie. Dum-de-dum.
Oh, yay!
Dum-de-dum. Oh, it's so exciting to be heading back to the capital after so long. And since my father's at Garrick Mark, and I don't have to see him, maybe I can actually relax.
That reminds me.
You know, I've heard plenty of things about the old man, but not a word about your mom. Really? Well, my mother is a civil official who still works in the Imperial capital. She has a ton of useful skills, and people say she's an intelligent, accomplished lady. Not like me at all. I mean, you're accomplished. You kind of killed Ingrid. Whoops. Yeah, I needed some water. Hello, you two.
Do you have a moment?
There are lots of historic buildings still standing in Ember. And with the battle on hold, I'm hoping to take a nice stroll around to all the different sites.
Well, you see.
Would you two want to walk in the city with me? Together? Yeah, there you go. If she does. I mean, sure. I bet you'd make a great tour guide, Ignaz. I'm in. Great, I can't wait to show you what Ember has to offer. What about you, Marianne? I will think about it. Yeah, she doesn't seem really comfortable with the idea. I could not decide which way I would want to enter the Tactics Academy. Hearing Her Majesty say what she did only makes me feel all the more inadequate. But I will never, ever let such a thing happen again. You agree with me on that, yes?
You sure?
Yeah, I can't say I do, cause I'm just a hired sword. So we don't exactly have the same lord-vassal kind of relationship that you do. But if you mean inadequate in the sense of not being able to finish my job, then I'm with you all the way. I suspected you might say something like that. Someday I'll make you, I'll make you waste Her Majesty's charms. Monica, I don't get it. You're so jealous of everyone who's close to Edelgard, especially Hubert. Because you have a crush on her, yeah. And now you're trying to make me realize how great she is. I mean, I guess she just wants me to respect her more, but I'm already respecting her, so I don't get it. What if I develop, theoretically a crush on her? Would you then be jealous of me? Would you then regret making me see her charms, as you put it? I don't get it. Are you familiar with the weapons associated with the saints, such as the Spear of Assault used by Saint Hero? And of course, there's also Saint Cecilene's Caduceus staff. The Central Church controls the majority of these sacred items, but there are no small number whose whereabouts have been lost to time.
Be brief.
Before the war, we searched for the weapons we had lost and came upon the axe now used by Her Majesty. I see. I am a member of the Kingdom's House Elidur. I spearheaded our support for the Empire, but... Well, during the subsequent discord, the Kingdom's army ended up marching south. And in the end, the regions north of Count Rowe's territory once more sided with the king.
Indeed.
Sensing the clear danger to myself in such an arrangement, I fled to the Empire. Poor thing, bro. Hello, Ash. You look kind of depressed. I'm glad Lonato made it out safely, but we killed Ingrid. I can't ever go back, can I? There's no place left for me in Fargus. Whatever part of me that was at night is dead. Oof, man. That's a big oof. So long as your face remains unbothered, I trust that nothing of note has come to pass. However, common sense simply does not apply to those people, and we cannot ever know how or when they might make an appearance. Please don't let your guard down, even Ember. Also, this may be overly cautious of me, but be wary of Hubert. I don't think the man entirely trusts you. I think that was obvious. That he doesn't entirely trust me. It's sad, but it's also understandable, because I'm kind of on thin ice.
Got a minute?
All this talk about rethinking our strategy seems like it's more for the big brains at the top. In the meantime, I've got some time off. But what am I supposed to do in the capital? You got any ideas? So just eating a lot. Do what you always do, lift something heavy and then chow down on a nice hunk of beef. Sounds like a good idea to me. Wonder what kind of grub I can dig up in Ember. Oh man, I'm looking forward to it now. Yeah, let's go. There was one of these dialogue options that was not very difficult.
Hey.
There are so many leaders our age in Her Majesty's personal army. It's great, and I'm gonna prove myself to be the best. You're gonna have to prove yourself against me, right? And I'm the protagonist, so yeah, that's not gonna happen. Leonard, I'm surprised Edelgard would choose to return.
Excellent.
I thought her the type to continue a fight at any cost, but I'm quite glad to be proven wrong. Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, but it's always good for a leader to be flexible. Personally, I'd love it if she abandoned this war altogether, but that seems like a long shot. Whomst? Florence.
Speaking of,
The imperial capital of Amber has existed since before the establishment of the Adrestian Empire. It is where Saint Severus first appeared to the world. You've been there before, yes? Very able to appreciate the city's rich and storied history in all its glory.
right on.
I've been there, but hearing you talk about the sites has me excited. Maybe you'd even be willing to give me a little tour?
In actuality,
Actually, this will be my first time there, although I've been to the royal capital. And he can't even give me a tour. So sad. Oh yeah, a triumphant return. Or maybe it's not quite triumphant enough for me to say that. Anyway, we're headed back, but my father has entered Aryan Road and is keeping an eye on the Kingdom Army. Apparently Duke Gerd and the Minister of Foreign Affairs was sent to murder in his place. He fights pretty well, right? Like, well enough that maybe he'll be able to hold it? What are you implying, Caspar?
Well met.
The war has started, yet the air in the capital remains rather cheery, no? I suppose they can't even imagine the possibility of losing, and while I want to think that way myself, one never knows what fate has in store. Why, what would happen if instead of the Empire itself was suddenly invaded? I feel like this is gonna happen in one of the other routes. Probably in the Blue Lions. Honestly, I feel like I can't even really... If I had to predict the Kingdom story, like the Blue Lion story, I feel like I'd do a better job at that than the Golden Deal route. I have no idea what Claude is up to.
What do you think?
We're returning to the capital soon, yes? Am I having time to go back to Bridget? It would give me happiness to visit home after a time of such longness.
Let's see.
Bridget is your homeland, right? Place beyond the sea? Guess you'd have to sail out there. Yes, I would be riding with a trade ship as I am lacking a vessel of my own. Although someday I'm hoping to travel back and forth as I please. So like, I feel like, I guess maybe the Claude story is like, we're just chilling here, but then the Empire attacks, and then we're still chilling here, and then the Kingdom attacks, and then we're chilling here, and then everyone attacks. I don't know. Then we randomly go to his homeland. I forgot the name of his homeland, but you know, where he's actually the king, you know? Like, goddammit.
Do you have a moment?
Though the war has calmed for a time, that does not mean we no longer have things to do. We must reorganize our army, as well as change our relation to the other regions. I will need to lean on your strength more than ever in such times. Yeah, sure.
Right on.
Leave it to me, boss. So long as it's business fit for a merc, I'll get it done. You're capable of handling a great number of things, not merely mercenary matters. Are you sure about that?
What can I do for you?
I have come from Amber to welcome you and give congratulations for the many battles you have weathered thus far. I must say, you have proven to be a grand success. Her Majesty certainly does have a keen eye for talent. True, there have been a few stalemates, but there can be no doubt that the Empire will emerge the ultimate victor in this war. I mean, as long as we're the protagonists, right? Oh, you're here.
Frankly,
Though it's rather lacking in reliability, I've heard whispers that an attempt on Her Majesty's life is currently in the works. Just in case, I brought along soldiers to meet her, although I admit my worry may be unfounded.
You sure?
Hey, better safe than sorry, especially when we're not even inside the city yet. After all, the best time to attack is just before the enemy think they're home, free. That's when their god is always at its lowest.
how unexpected.
Wise words. I'm actually rather shocked. Wow, thanks. Cupid, are you here? Oh, Cupid and Ferdy. Look at them. What you two up to? I have my regrets about this campaign, but at the same time, I believe I have done all that I could.
right.
I have seen a path with which which will lead to the Empire ruling Fódlan and opening the way to a better future. Do you think so? We were forced into a stalemate with the Alliance. The fight with the Kingdom is at a standstill, and the Central Church is alive and well.
Damn.
Many challenges still lie ahead on our path to victory. This is like, choose between your children. I'm just gonna... I get what Ferdinand is saying. We can do this. I thought you would say as much. Now let us work together diligently for the sake of our future. If you possess that much energy, do feel free to apply it to the matters pending before you. I gotta leave you two alone now for your little something. And I overlooked like one person right over there. In the corner. It's not even an important person, but I'll talk to everyone, right?
Hey there.
Randolph was the son of the previous Count Burley's second wife, and the one who caused much familiar strife. I wonder what Casper and the others think of a man like that being welcomed as a leader. But taken to excess, I fear it will invite backlash, though perhaps this conversation is lost on you, seeing as you are a beneficiary yourself. Wow. Thanks, man. Woman. Am I? No. I'm just gonna go to the kitchen and we're gonna do that in the next part. I mean, this is gonna be a quick chapter then, I guess, if we only have like one story mission, so yeah. What did we even do this episode? We just had the cutscene and then we did the base stuff again, huh? Oh my. I mean, I guess this is just how this goes, right? How this game goes, how the rhythm goes. We just have one big cool mission, then we have lame base stuff, then we have the normal missions that are fine, I guess, and then sometimes we have the paralogs. Oh yeah, maybe we have some new paralogs, obviously. If we have these, then we're gonna do these before the chapter end mission, and yeah, then we have the chapter end mission again. I guess this is just how this game goes, huh? Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the part as usual, as always, and yeah, I don't know what else to say. So I'll just say bye bye.